Should you have a coach or a mentor in your business? Now, I could be a little bit biased on this because I'm a coach and a mentor, and I get that and I hold my hands up and I acknowledge that bias. But I think it's important to really take you to where I was 5 years ago when I had a foot business with no coach or mentor, where I was and the difference that it made to me. Before we do that, I think we need to talk about the difference between a coach and a mentor. And this might not be the gold standard definition, but this is the way in which I understand it and the way I communicate it to my clients. A mentor is somebody who has done the thing that you are seeking to do, and you are giving them advice in order to get there. So you're sharing your wisdom, your experience, the things you've done which work, the things you've done which haven't worked. Whereas a coach is somebody who may not have done the thing that you've done, but can give you the space and the environment and ask you the questions which are going to help you to get to that point. So maybe another way to look at this is that if you're being coached, you already have the answers and people are just giving the opportunity to find those answers. Whereas when you're being mentored, you don't have the answers and someone's kind of giving them to you. So back to my story. So back in 2015, I had my business, and I would love to tell you that my business was brilliant, that it was amazing, that it was performing beautifully, and it was just the most fantastic foot health business out there. But the reality is that it wasn't. I'd gone from working for the NHS to working in my own business full time, and it was a bit of a culture shock. And towards the end of 2015, when I was struggling, I actually took on some help in the form of business coaching, a very specific business coaching for podiatry businesses. And the difference that it made over that period of time to my business was absolutely immense. A difference in turnover, a difference in profit, a difference in me. And that's probably, for me, the most fundamentally important point, is that the coaching and mentoring that I had enabled me to be better. I was the base of everything. I was the thing which was kind of holding everything back. And it's a never-ending journey, a journey of personal development and self-discovery and all those kind of cheesy phrases you want to put out there. But it's important to acknowledge that not only did the business change, but I changed. So should you have a coach or a mentor? Absolutely, 100%. They are invaluable to helping you to grow, and they can really change the speed in which you grow. I would have got there eventually, but it could have taken me my entire career. But having somebody around who could help me and guide me and ask me the right questions really sped things up for me. Okay, so say you decide that you want to go ahead and get a coach or mentor. What kind of things are you looking for? So coaches and mentors come in very different flavors. They have different experience, different philosophies, different outlooks, different ways of doing things. And one of the things I would advise is that you find a coach or a mentor who is very much on the same wavelength as you, because there is nothing worse than being with a coach or mentor who grates and seems to work against you. And I've been there. And that person you choose should have one thing which is at the heart of everything. And that is complete belief in what you do. That person needs to support you and needs to be able to see your vision and help you towards that vision, whatever it is. Because without that belief in you as an individual, they're not going to be able to guide you or help you in the best possible way. Now let's talk about investment. There are price points for coaches and mentors from free right the way through to millions, depending on what you need, how often you're going to make contact with them, their experience, their track record. It's a massively big continuum. And quite often coaching and mentoring can take the form of some very simple conversations and supervision, or it can be something more formal like masterminds. There are so many different variations to it. And whoever you talk to, whoever you decide to have a conversation with about a coaching and mentoring relationship, all that stuff will be laid out on the table for you, and it's an opportunity to see what you need and what's going to work for you and what's going to work for them as well. But coaching and mentoring has been a massively big part of my life for at least the last 4 years, and If there's one thing that I would wish, it's that I had done it sooner. I've had and still have some amazing coaches and mentors. And on the flip side, I've had some which were totally awful and just not a good fit for me. And that's not to say that they were bad people or bad at what they did. There just wasn't a good fit between me and them. And that's the same with all things in life. And I think sometimes there's people who've had a bad experience, and once they've had a bad experience, they write the whole thing off as being bad. So if coaching and mentoring is something that you feel would be beneficial to you, go and find some, have conversations with them, spend time talking to them to find out whether they are a good fit for you, you're a good fit for them, and how they can help you. I think you'll be massively surprised at the difference that it will make to you and your business.